Namaste students. Today we are going to see a new chapter, decimals. At the end of the session, students, you will be able to multiply a decimal number by 10, 100 and 1000. Multiply a decimal number by a whole number and another decimal number. Divide a decimal number by 10, 100 and 1000. Divide a decimal number by a whole number and another decimal number. First, we will see multiple by 10. Okay? Yes. Here we are going to multiply a decimal number with 10. So, what is the thing we have to do? We are going to move the decimal point one place to the right. That means, if a decimal place is here, we have to move towards right. Okay? Fine. Here how many zeros there? In 10, we have only 1 0. So that we are moving one place to the right. Yes. Now, I will show you one example. 3.14 into 10. Here we are going to multiply with 10. How many zeros are there? Only 1 0. So, how many places you are going to move? You are going to move one place, that too in the direction of right side. Right? Okay, fine. So, what will happen? You will get the value as 31.4. Yes? Now, I will show the same thing with the grid. At the decimal places here. Now, I have taken the same example, 3.14 into 10. So, I am going to place 3 here, 1, 4. Right? Yes, that is 3.14. So, if you are going to multiply with the 10, we are going to move the decimal place one step towards here. Right? Then how will you write? You will write it as 31.4. 31.4. So, your decimal place is moved 1. Right? Next, you will get a multiplication by decimal 100. Yes, the same way what we did for the multiplication with 10, here also we are going to do, but you have to be careful. Here how many zeros are there? 2 zeros are there. So that we are going to move the decimal point 2 place to the right. Okay, don't forget it. You are going to move the decimal place 2 places to the right. Yes, I will show you one example. 3.14 into 100. How many zeros are there? 2 zeros. So, I am going to move the decimal how many place? 2 place. 1, 2. Okay, we will get the answer as 314.0. Yes, have you understand this? Yeah. Let us see with the grid. The same example, 3.14 into 100. 3.14. Is it right? 3.14. How many places we are going to move? We are going to move 2 places. Then what you will get? 314 point. If there is no value, you have to put 0, right? That's what you are getting. 314.0. Then multiplying a decimal by 1000. Here we are going to multiply with 1000. So how many places you are going to move? You are going to move the decimal point. How many places? Sorry, here it is. We have to move 3 places, right? Once again, we are going to move 3 places. Okay? Yes. 3 places to the right. Yes. So, I taken 3.14 into 1000. That is 3 point. I am moving how many places? 3 places. I will get 3140.0. Okay, is it easy? Yes? Fine. Now we are going to see multiplying a decimal with a decimal. A decimal number is going to multiply with decimal. So I have taken a number 13.75 into 5.5. Don't bother about the decimal over here. Simple. Just forget about the decimal point. You have to forget about the decimal point and do the multiplication. That is 1375 into 55. So if you multiply these two values, you will get 75,625. So without decimal, we have to do the multiplication. Then what we have to do with the decimal? Yes. Next step is we have to count the decimal place in this first number. So the decimal place in the first number is 2. 1, 2. And then you have to count the decimal place in the second number. Here how many decimal places? Only 1 decimal places. So you have to add the 2 decimal places. Here 3 and here 1. So what is 2 plus 1? 2 plus 1 is 3. So we have to move from the last digit, right? So 1, 2, 3. So you will get 75.625. Okay, is it easy? While doing a multiplication with the decimal numbers, you just forget the decimal and do the multiplication. After doing a multiplication, you have to count the decimal place in the first number and also in the second number. Then you have to place it in the final value. Okay, if you are having a decimal number with the natural number, means here if instead of 5.5, if I am having 55, so totally how many decimal place you will get? Here 2 decimal place, and here you won't get a decimal place, so we have to move 2 decimal place. Okay children? Yeah. Now we are moving on to a dividing. Okay, that is division. We are going to divide a decimal number by 10. In a multiplication, we are moving a decimal place towards right. And here it is a reverse one, right? So we have to move the decimal place towards left. Move the decimal point 1 place to the left. Why I mention 1 place? Because here we are having 1, 0. Okay? Yes. A same example I have taken. 3.14 divided by 10. So here how many 0? 1, 0. So I want to move the decimal place towards where? Left. Don't go to the right side. If you are moving a decimal towards right, it will become a multiplication. That multiplying a decimal by 10. Now we are dividing a decimal by 10. Okay. So I am moving a decimal towards left. Okay. How many places? 1 places. Then you will get 0.314. And don't read it as 0.314. This is a mistake all you are doing. You have to read it as 0.314. Okay children. Next we are going to see the same with the grid. Okay. Here the decimal is moved where? 1 place towards left. So that I am getting 0.314. And the next one is dividing a decimal by 100. Yes. Move the decimal point 2 place to the left. Yes. 3.14 divided by 100. So I am going to move the decimal place 2 places, right? Here. So if the number is not there, if you want a place, you can insert a 0. That's what I inserted here, 0. So what you will get? 0.0314. 0.0314. Here 100 is divided. So I had moved the decimal 2 places towards left side. Okay, children? Yes. And now I have shown the same with a grid. Okay, fine. Now dividing a decimal by a decimal number. This is very easy one. The first thing we have to do that, we have to move the decimal towards the ones place. That is, we have to remove the decimal for the dividend. So what will happen? How will you remove it? That is, we are moving a decimal towards right side. So what we have to do? We are going to multiply with 10, because here why I am multiplying 10 na? I am having one decimal place. So whenever I am multiplying 10 to here also you have to multiply, right? So what will happen? That is, if I am moving a decimal over here also I am going to move. The moving is nothing but I am multiplying 10 to 13.75 and also to 5.5. So I will get 55 point. Okay? Yes. And this, if you are having a decimal, don't bother about it. We'll do it. Yes. So 55 point, you are going to divide this 137.5. So how many times you will get? Normal division, 2 times. So 55 into 2 is 110. Then what is the next step? We are going to subtract it. And then please put the decimal, because here we are having a decimal. So you have to put decimal over there, right? So while doing a subtraction, you will get 27, and then I brought this 5 over here. So you are getting 275. So 55 is multiplied how many times? 5 times to get 275. So we will get the remainder as 0. Okay, dividing a decimal with a decimal is very easy one. We are how to push the decimal towards the right side. Okay, yes, only this thing you have to do. Fine. Now try this as a homework. I hope you have understand the concept. See you on the next video. Bye.